in right now. What is going on, you guys? It's episode 20 of the DashBack. I'm your host, Gary, joined by Mender Bug. How
That's
you doing?
racially
How's it going?
insensitive. That's a little crazy of you to do.
We're
Because
literally
this
talking
is
about EU rivals
no, that's
today.
what I'm saying. This is the episode where we're talking about EU
You
rivals,
know
and you're
what? You're right.
opening with the
I like to
with
apologize.
the Euro DJ
Yeah, you're
motherfucker
DJ Crazy Time slash Jaeger Bomb guy
slash
slash
DJ racist.
DJ Racist.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. That was insensitive. I'm just so excited to talk about EU rivals because this week, this last 2 weeks, we didn't really have any NA tournaments, but we had two banger EU tournaments in Arrival and Somnio Noctem. But of course, we also have a patch to talk about. So,
mm.
shall we just jump into the patch?
Let's jump into the patch.
Let's
Let's
jump
get
right
it.
into the
I'm very
patch
excited. I'm very excited for
because it's
today.
our first returning event in a Rivals 3D, now Super Rivals 3D, with a banging trailer, some new skins, a new stage skin, and some updates to the old low poly skins. Which I think there's a lot of stuff I really like about this new bundle, the what they did to the old one, and the new Fire Capital skin.
Yeah,
What is going on with these titles?
they're
Anyways,
just moving down. That's funny.
I also just love
Yeah,
the trailer. So these are like, I was thinking about what characters do I want the next skins. There were these 3D ones I have. I was like, well, we already know about Olympia and Orcane, but I'm
Mhm.
like, those are who I'd want anyway. And then I was like, Edalus would also be sick. And then we got Edalus in the trailer. I was like, hell yeah, dude. And I like all these skins. They added a bunch of cool sound effects to these ones and the old skins. Which, have you gotten a chance to play with or against these sound effects yet?
I haven't played any of the super 3D guys, but I've heard the complaints.
It's a little interesting to say the least.
I did see this tweet as well.
I
Dude,
think it's so
fucking funny.
funny.
It's hilarious. I'm not gonna
So
lie.
I really love the skins, as I've already said, and I like the sound effects, but I think it'd be really nice if we had the ability to, because it's like all the sound effects. It's that when they get hit, when they do moves, have this sort of like filter on them. Maybe they're entirely new. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
That makes them sound like they're from an old like N64 game or whatever. And I think it's really cool. I don't even mind it that much, but it's definitely like way different. And I wish there was just a way we could like, you know, in just settings like disable custom sounds from playing on like your client side. That'd be really nice. Same with like Demigod or Kane. Like that's always had weird sounds that people were not necessarily always fond of. So a setting like that could be nice, but I really like the skins. I love the Orcane one. He looks like a Minecraft mob.
Yeah, I think that might be splitting hairs, but then again, I haven't played it. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm gonna love it a lot, so I'm not too concerned about that. Did you also think, looking at this graphic right here, that they gave Orcane like two front nerd teeth, like the nerd emoji? And because
No.
that's what I thought immediately. I thought they took out his other teeth and just made him a loser chud. And I thought that was really funny. But yeah, it looks great. I think Olympia was in desperate need of a skin that's actually good.
Ooh.
Um, and I like the platform a lot, and I like the stage
Yeah,
so
let's
much.
talk
I
about the
like the
stage.
stage so much. It's
I
so fire.
absolutely love it. I think it looks so good. It
Even just dude,
reminds me,
the lighting is like perfect. I love
it's
it. I love it so
I
much.
can't believe how well in like a a game that is like 3D, comparing it to like Rivals 1 or something, like much higher fidelity. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
necessarily the proper term, but to have this like pixel art style translate so well into the higher res game, I think they did a great job. They did a fantastic job with it.
It looks so good, man.
It's
It
just
looks
so
so
good.
good. I can't wait to
I had to buy it.
yeah, I'm gonna buy it pretty immediately.
And
I haven't
when
yeah.
you do, feel free to use code BARKUP if you
Just feel
want.
free. Just feel
Just
free.
feel
Although
just like if you're thinking
honestly,
about it.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. I think, but isn't the way to buy these like with the coins? Or aren't wouldn't you
Oh,
rather
true,
drop
true.
100,000
Yeah,
coins on this?
100,000
So
coins. Up
yeah,
to you. And
up to you.
so pertaining to all these, the low poly and the stage skin, Dan tweeted that before they started Rivals 2, one of the proposed art directions for the game we were discussing was low poly with pixel art textures for the whole game.
Hmm.
And I think it's good that they didn't go with that direction, but I would have totally loved if this is what like the game looked like all the time. I really fuck with the aesthetic very heavily, but I think it's way cooler to have. I think Matthew Noyd tweeted about this, perhaps on their private, that um, it's way better that the game it looks the way it does normally, and then you have the option to make it look like this rather than the other way around. It just works so much better.
Yeah, I like the. I hope that in 10 years we get one of these events every fall, and then eventually we
Yeah,
have all the stages in low poly and all the characters, because I do love it. I think people saying that they wish that this was the direction they went in straight up. I think, like, I understand. I think it looks incredible. Don't get me
hmm
wrong. This will be permanently my fire capital now. And I love all the skins, but I think that is also a little bit hindsight. Just it's like something fresh and new now that we've been playing the
yeah.
game for like over a year now. And I have a feeling that one of the reasons they went with this art direction is I feel like if it looked like it did in the trailer, it might be taken less
I
seriously.
agree.
If that, yeah, I think 100% people would look at it like people who see it in passing, like the people we're trying to get to play the game, would look at it and think of it as a lower quality project.
hmm
Despite that, like we know that's not necessarily how that
Yeah,
works. But I think that's just like for branding. That's something big that
I
I think of
100%
for the
agree.
first
So I
time.
think that's something that even like Rivals One had, where people, it was a fantastic game, but people see the pixel art, they assume it's low quality, low budget, which I guess it was low budget, and at least initially.
Yeah.
But I think having it look the way it does now is fantastic. It makes it, it shows that this is a high quality thing, and I love having. I wish honestly, I wish there was just like a low poly like switch I could flick in settings mode, so everything would look like it on
Yeah.
my end. But that's all right. Maybe in a couple years.
Yeah, maybe down the road. But let's take a look at some of the other things going on. New crew functionality in lobbies and
hmm
local modes. So now this is cool. It really gets you can get really weird. You can do some really cool, fun stuff with your
Yeah,
friends, both
it's
in lobbies and local modes if you want.
so I don't know. I haven't tested in like local lobbies, but I don't think you can have like 6 people on a local setup.
No,
Yeah.
you
So
cannot.
I would love if they get to the point where we could have like 8 player lobbies or something. But I guess I don't know, cruise format like I'm trying to think of like you doing it
I
for
mean,
an official crew battle. Um but
you can
aren't
you.
those usually like 5
What do you?
players?
Crew
Regardless.
battles, 5 players,
Yeah.
like sure, like usually like 10, but
Like
for
5 players per
like
team.
yes, I'm saying like
Oh, okay.
a lot of like the major exhibition crew battle brackets will do five. A lot of like collegiate crew battles will be five or even three. I meant to
Mhm.
say 10 when I was talking about the major ones. I often like 30 stock crew battles is like
Gotcha,
a
gotcha,
premier
gotcha.
exhibition. But yeah, a lot of brackets will have um either 5 or 3 players.
Okay.
Oh, oh.
So I was just trying to think like if there's a way because you can't really replicate the way the crews work online offline just because you don't have that many players, but it's still cool to have these options. Like I feel like even just doing like I don't know. I like playing a lot of different characters. So having being able to do solo crews in offline now could be just a fun thing to do, just playing with your friends to
Mhm.
like have each dog be a different character. It's cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. What oh, ambient. I saw people talking about this
Yeah.
with Merchant Port, right?
Yeah, Merchant Port I noticed the most. There was like immediately loading in because I don't play with music on in game.
Yeah.
And I usually don't play with music at all.
Yeah.
But I was like, I loaded into Merchant Port and I hear the water. I hear like, I don't know. It sounds like I guess it was the sound of the raindrops, I suppose. But it
Mm.
sounded more metallic than that. But I could hear like the birds in the background on Hyperborean. I could hear like snow, like wind whirling. It was pretty cool. A nice little touch that's not very intrusive whatsoever,
Yeah.
and just adds like a little, and that nice little cherry on top.
Cool. Very nice. We love it. We love the quality of life, bringing it up in our game.
We got Champs Orcane,
I can tell that
which
those emotes are all timers. I can tell. I don't
yeah,
know
I
what
don't know
they
what the
say,
text is. I
but
forgot to check.
I'm gonna launch. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, please check. We here at the Wrong Tree love our emotes.
Yeah, we're
Orcane,
big emotes. We should do an emote tier list one of these
we
days.
100% should.
Yo, we should absolutely. There's fucking a lot of them though.
There are a lot of them now.
It would be like a 2 hour video we post. That would be
Hmm.
fire though. I'm so down for that.
I'd love to get really
Uh,
heated.
it's gonna take a couple minutes for me to open Steam and launch
Yeah.
the
But the
game.
Champs
But
Orcane, it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like the champ skins are hit or miss, and like
it
Orcane
yeah
doesn't really have the things that the highlights, like I would think about Crag and how like he's got the head that's all in the more like crystallized texture
yeah
as like a highlight, and I feel like Orcane doesn't really have the features to make that like work very well. Like he's just got his damn paws are like highlighted,
yeah.
so I don't know if it's it's cool.
I
They're
imagine
rolling them out.
the bubbles are probably highlighted as well, right?
Probably.
It is the rank skins are largely predetermined by what the character already looks like. You have some characters where like I
Yeah.
think Crag's champion is like the best. I think it's so good. And then
I
like
really like
Lox's is really
Zetters.
good. Zetters is also really up there. Um, and then some of them are like I really don't like Clarence. Maybe it's because I'm spoiled with good Clarence skins already.
Hmm.
Um, but like Fleets is also really good. So I wasn't exactly expecting the Arcane one to be crazy.
No, maybe.
But I love the ranked skins. I'm constantly impressed, especially in these last few months, at the amount of content that
It's
they're working on
crazy.
all the time. I'm not gonna
Every
lie.
2 weeks we get like, well, basically every month we get 4 skins, and then 2 weeks after that we get an additional one.
Yeah.
Plus, like I think once a month we're getting a champ skin, if my memory serves me correctly, and then also we're getting a bunch of these palettes. And there's been
Mhm.
like a lot lately. I feel like the Midnight Abyss palettes are getting rolled out. I love, honestly, all of these palettes. I think are fantastic.
Yeah. I also really enjoy the just the slow trickle, the slow rolling of it gives you something
Hmm.
to it's like a little treat. It's having like a little chocolate after dinner. When like a really nice alt comes in. Like the fact that they like when they dropped the Midnight Abyss Clarion like a fucking year
Yeah,
ago. And they're still just rolling and rolling it out. I really enjoy seeing all the little palettes. I imagine they just have like a big board where they're like, let's do some colors and let's do some
yeah.
awesome things. So that's really cool.
And then we got a couple icons and a maple up air emote. Which what is that? I forget what it says. I already bought it.
It says just hold up,
Just hold up.
which is so toxic actually. If I'm playing against a maple and I die to a
Nah,
tether up air and then they drop just hold up, I'm killing myself. That
what
shit's
we need
crazy.
is a floor hug emote, and then it says just hold down.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
didn't
we really
realize
need.
I'm looking at a bunch of emotes right now before I get to
Hmm.
Arcane one. I didn't realize that the blow up Gavin one said I need a patch, which is really funny because he's really
Yeah,
bad.
it's good.
It's because he's really
It's
bad.
it's pretty clever. Then we also got a new thing for casual for 2v2s and free for alls that like now instead of having to remake the lobby every time one person leaves, it'll like if someone's queuing for one of those modes, they'll just fill right in, which is a nice quality
Mm,
of life. We'll talk about this in a little bit,
okay.
but we got new palettes for lovers, Zetter, and baseball Clarin for port priority and Heatwave. The Heatwave one is nice. The
It's pretty good.
Arizona colors I've always been fond of. The blue, red,
Yeah.
yellow, especially when as it's been used in uh, Rivals esports. As Arizona's always been big. And then a Heatwave has broken the attendance record. I think it's at 180. You're probably just over that right now.
Yeah.
And they're gunning for 200. I don't. It's pretty soon. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see.
Okay.
Have you
Let's
found
talk
the
about.
emotes yet before we get into the gameplay
They
stuff?
they were bad. The Arcane one crying said, I only lost because of a slip up, which I
Okay.
wish just said like I misinputted or something.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then the other one just says wow. So
Ah,
my radar was wrong about the emotes. They're kind of
unlucky.
trash, but it's all right. They dropped Crag get a job emote just a while back, so they have
And
this
that's
buffer
peak
period.
cinema.
Yeah.
All right, we got a couple basically quality of life gameplay system changes.
Mhm.
So right stick down slash backward on ledge will now be processed after left stick. So that way you can like essentially buffer aerials when you're like going of ledge, either downward or backwards letting go. Joystick downward hard press inputs will now be cleared when entering the land state. This prevents an extremely niche bug where a frame perfect fastfall input that is held for exactly one frame directly above a platform would cause a buffered plat drop after landing. Niche.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever experienced that one.
A lot of these are pretty niche.
Yeah, the
I'm not
input
gonna lie.
buffer will no longer be cleared when ledge canceling a waveland. I didn't know that was a thing. Didn't know
Yeah,
that was a
that's
thing.
actually
That
good
seems like it might
because
be actually big.
yeah, right? Because you're edge canceling
Like
wavelands
a
a lot.
lot.
So it's
So
actually crazy
maybe
that you had to I mean
maybe I know it is,
it's
but
good though.
maybe
You
I don't
can
know.
just buffer aerials and shit. Or buffer a jump back. That'll make movement
Yeah.
easier as well. Jump back
Let's
onto
see.
the platform. But
Grab trades will now restore all resources for both characters. Makes sense. Anti-infinite pushback velocity is now capped at 48 centimeters per frame. Sorry, sad face. I think
am I
last time
crazy? They
it
didn't need
what
to do this. They didn't need to do
I mean
this.
they did.
They didn't.
They didn't, but like it doesn't necessarily reflect well if people see a clip of someone teleporting through a crag pillar after getting Gavin jabbed.
But it's like funny.
It
So
doesn't
like maybe
happen.
it
It's
maybe it does.
hilarious.
No, it does reflect well. One of the best PR moves for Nasby 2 was the Patrick backshot infinite. Okay? Like that's like you can't tell me that wasn't like a big variable at play. And so I don't even think he was getting seen that much. And the fact that they
No.
dropped a sorry means that they know they're ruining the fun. I don't know. I just don't think it
It's
didn't
not even,
happen,
but like
but
you're not even like able to do it in game. You have to set it up.
you're right.
It's not
You're
just gonna
right.
happen.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of
Okay.
bug fixes. Who cares, dude? I want to talk about drama. Gavin's hitboxes were fixed when angled.
Mhm.
Oh, the ledge bit. Yeah. Cool. We got some
Yeah.
adjustments to characters' grabs. I thought so. Basically, for Galvin and Forsburn, they added like lower reaching grab hitboxes, which works against like I don't know if you have like a crouching Rana or Maple or something. The
Yeah.
grabs don't whiff when you're right next to them. The Gavin one Galvin one especially is pretty big to be honest.
Mhm.
But I thought they were gonna kind of go the opposite direction with these grab changes. I thought they were gonna like
Nah.
like shrink characters more. Like I think about Clarence, didn't they? Did they touch Lux's last patch? I don't even remember because I know they got
I
a lot of his body hitboxes, but I don't remember if they touched grab or not.
I don't think they did.
I don't think so either.
I don't believe they did. I don't think it makes sense to make everything
No,
smaller and have grabs whiff when you're up there because grab is like
no.
a key close quarters RPS thing. You end up getting things that makes me really think about like Sheik versus Jigglypuff in Melee is kind of nightmarish because Puff can hold down and CC all her moves and also never gets grabbed. I
Yeah,
mean, Puff can do it for a lot of Puff can do it for Sheik, Falcon, and Marth. And those are like really, really big deals in because they have maybe I mean the grabs are really good in melee, but those characters need to be grabbing you. Um,
yeah.
so I'm glad we don't live in a world where my Galvin's getting diffed by a crouching maple in my face. Not that I
Yeah.
genuinely, I mean, it's just like assurance because like looking at the old hitbox, I don't think that would happen anyway.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
but
it's weird. It doesn't
yeah,
happen all the time, but like the Force Burn one I've definitely felt before. So I'm glad they gone ahead and fixed that up, cleaned that
Yeah.
up.
Drill change.
Drill change for well,
Oops,
first
my
they
bad.
increased the hitbox, which is nice. There's a lot of times where like a player would like kind of skim past one and then it would activate and not hit him. And then a small change to for doubles, so like teammates can't get hit by drills when an opponent gets knocked into it. And his head hitbox is now intangible during forward special's active frames, which I didn't really feel that playing him today necessarily when forward specialing. But
Yeah,
well,
that's good because you could just swing at it. Like if you go up to the old side B shit, you can
mhm,
really see it. It doesn't look intangible in this patch, but like that, I think that
yeah,
close, like the hitbox that's peeking out should be intangible now. Um, Whereas before you could swing at it and win, which is
yeah, it's
he
crazy.
he he needs it. He needs it. It'll be
He
good, but he needs it. He
needs
really
it.
does. That shit's slow as fuck. I'm looking up the frame data right now.
Yeah. So that's all the in-game changes, but they had a bit of a controversial. Oh, actually, there's actually two more things.
Mm.
One that I forgot to put in. There was Naked or Kane, and when they were in on like a dev build
Oh, that's
for
funny.
the 3D, and then there's also a bug that I want to find that Remren tweeted. If I can find her Twitter, here it is. Um, the Genesis skin was bugged,
Yeah,
and
it
he
looks
was
like
all
poopy.
muddy. Hmm.
It looks like poopy
And then
from
Dan
the bug.
replied, "Off-brand video guy makes another banger event trailer for low poly 300 likes." Remember post a screenshot of the new Genesis or Kane bug that makes him look like poop, 400 likes, now 800 likes.
Yeah,
So palette coming
yeah.
soon, maybe?
That's what I'm saying, bro. The bugs are funny. People like
Bugs are
the
so
bugs.
funny.
Like new palette coming.
Mhm.
That would actually be kind of fire. I don't. They won't add.
The people want
Should
Piggy or
would they?
Kane.
Oh, Peyton. That's just a new skin. I'm
The
saying they
people
wouldn't
yearn
add
for
a
Piggy
new.
or Kane.
They wouldn't add a new Genesis palette
No, probably not
for
till
Arcane next
yeah, they
year.
would have to like. Oh no, I think
Next
they
year,
did. They added
they're gonna
no. Well,
do.
after it might not have been after Genesis, might have still been before, but they added a purchasable palette for Genesis or Kane with coins if you already bought it, like the white palette, I believe.
Oh yeah. Next year they're
Ah,
doing Loxodon. They're doing Genesis Loxodon, his
Genesis,
meatballs and
and then
shit.
Stango's gonna win.
It's all gonna be jumbles of static and code. It's gonna be really cool. So just stay tuned for that. That's gonna be awesome.
Okay,
Is it time?
now on to the freaking drama,
Is
dude.
it time? It's
It's
Drama
time to
Wednesday.
talk drama. It's Happy Drama Wednesday. It's weird because the drama's kind of already got resolved.
Yeah, we're
Um,
already everything's
so
fine. Everything's
what
perfect.
happened was that there was supposed to be an October online tournament that never happened.
Hmm.
This was announced back when they did announce the whole fall winter split for R2CS, and then they announced yesterday that there will be an HBox online qualifier on the 12th, which is next a week from today, which was 8 days from when they announced it. That would include a voucher for Genesis X3, so you could travel, and also it counted for R2CS points, I believe.
Yeah.
And people were not happy about this. This has been a problem with a lot of the onlines. Have seen criticism because they kind of always have taken place on Wednesdays. Except we started they started listening and say like, hey, we're gonna do weekend onlines now. But then they drop this, where on a Wednesday in the middle of a week between two in-person events in Port and Heatwave, they're like, yeah, here's on 8 days notice an event that could maybe make you be able to go to Genesis if you were like a top player, just couldn't afford to or whatever. And the people were upset. Zeke tweeted out and tried to call on the community to like say like, hey, we don't like this, we don't want to do this, this isn't cool. And then HBox, the merciful God that he is, uh, put out a poll asking when would be a good time to do the online qualifier. And then there were two options on Tuesday the 18th or Saturday, December 20th. and people overwhelmingly voted for the Saturday slot. Um, and so things
Mhm.
have gotten moved. It counts for R2CS points. It's still a prize pool, and it felt very nice to just like it basically almost immediately when he tweeted this. 5:40 Zeke did this. So like 3 hour, 4 hours
That's a
apart.
fast turnaround,
It's a
like for to
fast
be able
turnaround.
to communicate, I guess, with the rivals team and be
Mhm.
like, okay, here are our options. Let's throw out a Twitter poll. So yeah, man, I don't think there's honestly if it wasn't already solved, there would be a lot more to say about this.
Yeah,
But like I don't know. I think the community reacted
I
accordingly,
think so. I
and
think people
yeah,
didn't like um weren't like trying to be like aggressive towards devs or towards Hungrybox or anything like that. I think people just did a good job of explaining their frustrations because this is a repeat issue at this point.
yeah.
And I'm curious where on the list of like priorities these online events and making them work is for the Aether team because there's a lot they got a lot on their plate. There's
Hmm.
a lot of in-person events they got to work around. They just announced like two new ones for the R2CS, which we'll get into. They got the characters they're working on, all these palettes they're pushing out. So I just it currently feels like the online stuff is just like an afterthought. They're like, let's give people things to play in that count for points, which is okay. The fact that everything like counts for points and there's so many of them feels a little weird, and the fact that one of them just didn't happen also feels pretty weird.
Mm.
But they're listening. They do a pretty good job of that.
Do you want my
So
conspiracy?
yeah. Oh, I
My
love a
conspiracy theory.
conspiracy.
Well, first of all, I want to think that they have like an esports part like department and then like a cosmetics premium department, right? And so I think the premium department, they're chugging away. They're doing what they
Hmm.
do. They're making Arcane look like feces. They're
Yeah,
doing an absolutely brilliant job over there, which makes me think like in terms of the online, you're right. Like it just feels like an afterthought, like something to plan, like a bonus round, like one of those. We ever play Mario Galaxy? No, wait, what's a good like when you're playing Mario and you're on the overworld and there's a little toad house and you can get a nice little power up. Like it
yeah.
seems like feels like that's how they're treating it. But like this shit
But then they
matters
put
more
so
than
much
that.
stakes on them. Yeah.
There's yeah, right. This shit matters a lot more than that. I think Zeke went into great detail in their VOD that they streamed on Tuesday, yesterday, of the point like there's a good handful of players where this event will not only be the difference, like maybe like five players that need the points are capable of winning the online bracket and would
Hmm.
be the difference on if they can go to Genesis or not. And Genesis
Yeah.
is the tournament, it's the finale of the season. It's the
Hmm.
tournament of the year. So I think that like this shit
It
matters, and
matters.
I'm glad that we were able to push back and make it a little better. It's good to have such a big heads up as well now, instead of 8 days. So that's
Yeah.
really great. People can get it
The
off.
the 8 days thing, it was the most egregious to me.
It was really crazy. And here's my conspiracy. Here's what I think.
Yeah.
Hungry Box, longtime friend of the channel. He um recently announced his return to his Coinbox series, which is what's it called, like Cashbox. It's
Cashbox,
Cashbox,
yeah.
where you can go online, you can pay to up the prize pool, you can tweak things like you can in Ultimate, you can uh, say which character you want banned for
Hmm.
that
They also
tournament.
did
It's a
one where
lot of
like there's an
Steve, a lot of
alternate
Sonic.
stage rule set or something. Like
Yeah, there's
you could
alternate
like,
rules. There's a
hmm,
like options where I think there maybe is like one a month where it's like, oh, this time we're gonna do rivals. This time we're gonna do
yeah, variety
Nasby. This
night.
time we're gonna do randubs, which I wish random culture was bigger in rivals, but that's like it can't be. So I'm not even gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But my conspiracy is that Hungrybox was late to his announcement. I think maybe it might have taken a little longer than he thought,
Interesting.
and he was working with Aether Studios before this, so they couldn't. This was like the first time reasonably that. I mean, not reasonably. This is the first major patch where they can announce it. They could have
Yeah.
announced it like way before. But if the October online mysteriously disappeared, I can't help but think maybe they were in talks and then some unfortunate delays occurred in getting the Cashbox website and sponsors set up. That's the only thing I can think of that would give me any sort of reason why this would not like either maliciously or stupidly have happened, you know? Which there are also better ways I could have gone about it if this did happen, but I don't know. I don't know. You know my thoughts on Hungrybox, but I love him though.
I like him.
That's good.
I like him, man. He's cool. He's cool. All right. Well, that's Drama Wednesday taken care of.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed Drama Wednesday.
Of course.
Because now we're gonna
Let's get positive.
Let's get positive because EU had 2 majors and they were both so entertaining to watch. We had Arrival 3 in the UK and Somnio Noctem in the Netherlands. We're going to talk about Arrival 3 first and foremost because this was a kind of it's tough to even say return to form for Dia because she won UFA, but she came in super dominant in this tournament and then would continue a similar level of dominance at Somnio Noctem. But I was very impressed. Let's find grand finals. Winners finals, that works too. I think for me, Dia has asserted herself. Oh. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, your mic is peaking.
Like crazy. Mine?
Yeah. It's like
how?
Mine might be too. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I heard some like buzzing and stuff.
Wait, talk.
Okay, it's good now.
That's so weird.
Okay.
Okay.
As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. I think Dia is currently the best player in Europe, and she was like kind of in contention before, but had some middling as in like 5th and like 7th results. But she's won 2 majors since the R2CS started. Got 2nd at another one, the most recent one. And she is to use the terminology Sophie's been using. I think she's primed up right now.
I think she side beats too much. that's my first thought when I'm talking about Dia. There's a fire bar from Fabs. He was like, "Get that tongue back in your mouth, young lady." And I was like, "That's fire," because she actually like dies. She like loses for it. Which is just that's the first thing I think. That's when I say that, that's also the only bad thing I think. I think Dia is pretty much a miracle worker on the sticks. Truly tuned into Rano at a level of like specificity and specialization. Like she feels like a character specialist on the Rano, which I mean is distinct from being like a solo main. Like those are very different terms. So it's very impressive to me watching her just absolutely dice up these super fast fallers in Nalax, taking on Generog, taking out even like I was pretty not sure that Rano does well into locks after watching Riptide, but how do you say Yoppie? After watching their Yoppie set at Somnium Somnia as well, I'm very impressed. I think she 100% deserved this win. Okay, nice SD. But dude, she's super good. She's super good, and I was really impressed by a lot of things I saw. She was dicing up Zenati earlier in this bracket. And retired him to the mic actually. So I think that she's a rarity in terms of like we don't see Rano that much, and when we do, it's not played like this. I think that Durai and Toothbrush and Backpack all have like pretty. It feels like
I think
How do I
that
want to
there's
word
something
this?
that I have timestamped here that I wanted to look at.
Please, please.
Some conversion she had.
Man, she's got
Where was it?
propane in her soul, bro. That's
I might
what
not
I'm
have had the
talking
time. I
about.
might not have written it right. Oh no, it was this. It was this.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at that.
fire. That is fire. She's really good at that fair hitbox. Like when I see a lot of the American and NA Ranos play, it feels really basic. God, that's so sick. Um, not to say that like basic is a bad thing, but it's like they're sticking to their combos, they're sticking to their tech
Yeah.
chases. But Dia plays with this propane, this ignition in her
Mm.
soul that we can see in a lot of the options she goes for. Um, and I appreciate that a lot. I think that is a thing that is great for the game. I think it's just like it's so sick. And I mean Generog too. If we want to transition to talking about Generog, Generog is really good. Generog's really good. I think in general, a lot of this EU segment is going to be talking about how much better they are than how they used to be. Um,
Yes.
because
I was
like
gonna say
holy
even
shit.
before we move on to fully talking about Generog,
Yeah.
because I did before Supernova, because there were a couple EU reps, Dia being one of them, that flew across the pond to play in Supernova and didn't do terribly well. I think Naylax got 25th.
I think Dia got 25th or something. Maybe 17th.
I think Dia placed one like tier below Naylax did, if I remember
Oh.
correctly. But I think if they are coming now, and we will almost certainly, I mean, maybe not almost certainly, but like assuming Dia doesn't fall off a cliff, she's probably gonna get the like top points to get a voucher for Genesis. So she'll probably be coming over in
I
February.
hope
But
so,
I would
man.
love to see them over in NA to see how they compete, because like the way Dia looked in both these tournaments, maybe not in grands of Somnio Noctem, but
Well, we'll talk about that
she
later.
could be so competitive. I think
Dude,
she
I'm
currently
saying
looks like the best runner in the world.
there's I think there's no doubt about it. I think there's like 6 players that I was watching this where I was like they could all top 8 in NA major. Not all at the same time, maybe. That's pretty unlikely. But like watching like Dia, Generog, Kingu, Guthix, who's the goddamn
Alex?
Naylax? Did I not say Naylax? That's crazy. Yeah, that like those 5 I could see like top 3ing
Mhm.
a major, if, like going toe to toe, like really, really, really making it happen. And so like to expand on Generog, I was really, really impressed with what I saw. I think Fleet, kind of, how do you say, boring a lot of the time. Like
Okay.
my least favorite meta was the Fleet meta because we would get like a bunch of dittos or like a bunch of Fleet dog shitting on fast fallers, and that was
Yeah.
not fun. Um,
The Fleet
and
Dudos back
even
then were
so,
not
like
entertaining.
Mystery Soul is like super sick and has some contraptions where I'm like, wow, the setup was insane. Like, what a creative and effective way to take the stock. And B-Bats likes to get in there, likes to brawl, but I'm not exact. Like, when I watch Generog, like, I'm hooked. I'm like absolutely captivated. I think that Generog is like, specifically with a bunch of grounded stuff, I'm seeing. I'm thinking about a set with Guthix where the tech
Mhm.
chases were unreal. And whenever Guthix liked to do his patent pending double jump out of the corner, Generog was so ready for it, come meeting with the upstrongs like in center stage where he was trying to go. And just like the coverage, it felt suffocating. It was captivating. I really enjoyed it. Um, I was pleasantly surprised because I don't remember liking watching Generog this much. You know?
Yeah, I was super impressed with this Naylax set, because I had high expectations for Naylax because he had like
Yeah.
he's won like 2 majors or so
Yeah.
with the Olympia, but like honestly, Generog made this matchup look so Fleet favored,
Yeah.
which is one that like I think it's been a little controversial. I know Zeke is
You
very much
think?
on Olympia beats Fleet, but not
Really?
every Olympia player has agreed with that. So maybe there's some tech there,
Yeah,
but Generog made it look so Fleet favored.
I'd say this is comfortably +1 for Fleet. IMO. This bitch
Mhm.
just falls too fast. This Olympia agent just falls so insanely fast. You just get nared, and then like best edge guarding in the game. Whoopsies, like one of the most fragile recoveries as well. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's really good for Fleet, but I do hear what you're saying. In the point of it's like contentious, and Generog made this look like a cakewalk against one of EU's finest.
But Alex was certainly no slouch in this tournament. If I want to go back to the beginning of top 8 with
Dude,
Nalax versus Kingu.
This shit made me so
if I
sad.
can find it.
It made me happy because the first 2 games of this set looked like a dog walk. So I was like, after Nalax won that pivotal game 3, I was very excited that we would have a competitive set. And then he freaking won, and I was sad because I think very highly of Kingu. I'm excited.
I didn't realize this was the whole. I thought this was just like top 8 VOD.
Top 8?
I was so confused why I had to scroll so far.
It's a 9-hour VOD.
Yeah, let's go to that game 3 if we can, because this was a little bit tragic for Kingu.
Yeah.
Where was the he SD'd? I don't remember which stock it was on. I'll just wait. This is game 2. How did I get here? Where?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we got it. No, we don't. They didn't update the score yet.
Yeah. So it's right there.
Okay, I'm just gonna press this for a while.
Okay.
So this, here we go. Okay, we'll let that play. So yeah, can you wait? What is the score?
This is game 3. They didn't update the score.
Okay, this is game 3.
It
okay,
was weird.
I feel like I'm losing my mind here.
Yeah.
So this was the first 2 games looked pretty favorable in Kingu. Oh, are we getting botted right now?
Not pretty favorable. Yeah, we're actually getting botted as fuck.
Maybe not. Maybe these are just our new friends.
Yeah, these are our new fans. That's okay. We continue.
Anyways,
we continue.
What was it? What were we saying?
Talking about games 1 and 2. You said they were pretty favorable. I would like to amend that statement. They were ass whoopings, I think.
Yeah, I felt like Nalax off stage in particular. I had was struggling quite a bit, which is something I think Kingu's just really good at edge guarding. I noticed this in the Somnio Noctem we'll talk about in a little bit. But I think Kingu's really good at the edge guarding, and Olympia, not the best recovery. It's not bad. She's got options, but if you exhaust those resources, get the crystal out, it's tough. It's really tough. But after this game and that SD, even things out, Nalax looked like he was like, okay, wait, I got a chance at this, and then he really activated in his punish game. I think got extremely clean from this point forward, and it was a very impressive moment of resilience for him, and a bit tragic for Kingu, but he bounced back.
It made me sad. He did bounce back. I was like, Kingu was the player I think I was the most impressed with at this event. Man, it's just like, the ripple effects of an SD. This is the first time we've seen like unfortunate game 3 mishap into reverse 3-0.
Yeah.
Like, it's really can't give these top players an inch. I think. Can we talk about Kingu? I want to talk about Kingu.
Yeah, we can.
Beautiful. Oh wait, first this was insane. Look at this up air, the second up air. Oh my god, so good. That rising up air. Oh my god, it's absolutely insane. So
I do have something about Generog. I'm jumping around a lot.
Yeah.
Because things are in a weird order because I just ordered my notes as I was watching them, not per player. But so in a similar fashion, there was a lot of like back and forth in this Generog Dia set. Generog 3-stocked Dia on games 2 and 3, which is super impressive. But Dia was able to win the set and then beat Generog again pretty handedly in grand finals. And then that's like, as I was watching the tournament, I was like, oh, this is so hype.
No, for sure, super entertaining. I think Rano might be a character that is like, I feel like some characters do better and worse depending on where the lead is. Like, I feel like coming back against Loxodon is really hard because he's already so defensive, and so like getting in for that initial opening is really hard, even though like he's really susceptible to dying off stage. I think Rano is a character that can also, if they aren't off to a good start, can feel kind of tricky because then you can really press the gas or play how you want to play. And Rano's a character that likes to control the tempo of the match in neutral, right? With like things like tongue to keep you on your toes, which Dia is so good at. Things like needles, the ultimate neutral tool, even post nerf, the burst and dash attack, the incredible grab game. So once Rano is behind and isn't dictating the pace of the match, that makes a lot of sense to me. Is what I would think. Man, she's so good. This was so good. This tournament was so good. Can we talk about Kingu?
Let's talk about Kingu.
Let's talk about Kingu. Dude, Kingu is the Spargo of Europe. I swear to God, the similarities in their play is just completely unreal. First of all, you don't want to take Kingu to what's the stage? Hodojo. You take Kingu to Battlefield, then he's just gonna fucking grab you on all the platforms all the time. He's a player that is so good with all the hitboxes. I'm thinking Dare especially was able to find like way more outer hit dares than I think on average a lot of Clarence hit. He is, man, just always good for the optimal, most effective punish, which I think is something that is very trademark of Spargo's play, not to mention the default skin similarities. But like I'm seeing one thing Kingu loves to go for is tipper dash attack. Off a tipper dash attack, a lot of people will fish for like, it's like kind of a scramble, but it's obviously way in Clarence's favor if you want to F strong or up strong. But Kingu down strongs in both directions. So he'll like, if they DI out and they just go straight up, he'll turn around, charge a down strong. And if they DI in and go flying past him, he'll just line up the down strong there. And that's something that I noticed from his play that I thought was really good. I also thought like the neutral game was really good, was very aware of the spacing and like what he has versus what he doesn't. Something I think Spargo is also very good at, coming from Ultimate specifically. Like you mentioned, the edge guarding was really good. Coming out with like Nares with the neutral B, loves a good neutral B. Even like side Bs like towards the ledge as an edge guarding tool, I thought were really good. And I think the last thing is like the wave dashes out of shield. It's something that I really struggle to implement in my game, even though it's like an essential for this game. But
yeah,
as Kingu is so good at the specific, like if they cross up your shield with an aerial, wave dashing behind them to go through them and then grabbing out of shield is something I saw Kingu doing quite a bit. I thought it was really a really impressive level of play. Like I just look at this guy and I see Spargo, but in Europe. Straight up. You have anything to say?
Not for this tournament for Kingu. I think you covered a lot of what I had to say.
Yeah. Okay. Well then.
And I had some other notes for players, but I feel we've talked. I don't want to keep doubling back. Any other of the top 8 members you want to mention here before we move on?
Man, Guthix lost in this tournament to 10 Quid Shoes, and in the other tournament to 10 Quid Shoes and Kingu. So double elimed by Clarum at Somnio.
I thought he lost to Generog in both of these tournaments.
Really? You think? Wait, hold on.
I think so, because this is like the 13th and 14th time they've played. Lost to Generog in this one. And then in Somnio, Rivals 2 singles.
No, yeah, lost to Tanquid Shoes.
He lost to Kingu. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Both in
Just lost to
3-0 fashion. I swear when I watch Guthix, what I'm thinking is this guy's 5% more player skill away from running everyone's pockets. Like I swear to God, I watched this guy play and I'm like, dude, like so close. I thought the Generog set that in winners at Arrival was a really good set. It was really impressive. I clipped and showed you one of the recoveries. There was a bunch of recoveries like that where they were just like Guthix like didn't do the same recovery twice against Fleet, and so it was like, oh my god, it was so impressive. The one thing is like Generog was just there with the adaptation, just so ready to, like I said,
Generog's so good at the edge guard and not overextending to get reversaled, which I think when you have the mix-ups that Guthix does, then you got to be aware of that. And Generog is so good at not overextending off stage.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. If Generog's not going for these overextensions, it'll probably be on average easier for Guthix to get back, but at the same time, like it's less risk for Generog, so that's good. This was a reverse 3-0. I will say the first 2 games were kind of, how do you say? Hold on, let me pull up my notes for this. So it was a reverse 3-0. Guthix went up in the first 2 games. In the second game, Generog SD'd their last stock. In the first game, he had like some audio issues, which I'm not going to say is like the same as SDing, but it was like an issue for sure. I think Generog adapted incredibly well with like some great tech chases. Like I said, a lot of upstrongs. When you get to the bigger stages, like Game 5 played on Fire Capital, Guthix was double jumping out of the corner so much. And it's just one of the things I think that is effective because Crag can really get up and down pretty fast for how big he is. But it's something that Generog just had. Like look at this text. Run this back. Run this back like 10 seconds. Because then this is also the really good recovery. So like I don't know where you are in the thing.
I don't know how much the heroes move on Twitch. I'll be honest with you.
It's 10 seconds.
Okay.
So yep, jab check. Double roll in, read. We got those. Double jump cancel, and then look at this insane recovery. Air dodge up. We're gonna down B to break the arrow off of the thing. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe Guthix lives this. Coming back with the wall jump from the back air. So nice, man. So nice.
Insane. And then
well. Yeah, short-lived, but regardless, just even having the chance is like a big thing. So overall, man, I do think Guthix is so close to just like whooping everyone's ass. Like I really see it. I really actually see it. But yeah, you want to move on to Somnio?
Let's talk about it, because at first I thought this would have been a Dia sweep once again, just based on how she was playing up until grand finals. 3-0ing Kingu, 3-0ing Yapi, I believe.
Yeah.
But then kind of took her foot off the gas in grand finals and ended up losing to Kingu. Now, that's not to discredit Kingu, because I think Kingu played it very, very well. But something I noticed in the time I've watched Dia, she's certainly the player I've watched the most in EU. She seems to be a bit momentum based. Not even in the course of a single game, but over a tournament or perhaps over a set. But when she's on, she is on. But it felt like when this grand final set came, I mean, you going from a 3-0 to getting, losing the set and then getting reset, or getting reset and then losing all of grands. I don't know. It feels like it wasn't there in the same way. I think Kingu did do a very good job of forcing out. I mean, we talked about his edge guards already, and I think Dia, you'll see her hit tech after tech in these edge guards, but it doesn't really matter. She's getting hit for 80+% every time she goes off stage, and maybe she makes it back, and maybe she doesn't die in situations where other people would have already died, but it's just so much that Kingu's putting on her.
I think this Grands is also one of the things where I was looking at all the tongues and I was like, And I mean, Claren has the ground speed to deal with it, but it was really coming into play, specifically in the second set, towards those latter games where she probably as like a comfort option was putting doing a lot of tongues like in the corner, not even in like great spots, and Kingu was bobbing and weaving, getting really huge punishes off of it. So I don't know, man. Kingu's really good. I just think
Kingu's
Kingu's
very,
really
very
good.
good.
I think Kingu's really good.
Was not really
Yeah,
on my radar until these last two tournaments.
no, right? Especially the first two games against Nalax. I mean, it's hilarious that he lost the set, but I was like,
Yeah.
damn, this guy's gonna win the whole thing. Like, this guy's actually
Mhm.
just gonna win the entire freaking event right now.
And you were just a week early.
Yeah, I was just a week early. You just had to rise and grind, as it were.
Mhm.
So good stuff. Let me see. If you want to, wait, no, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Oh, what else? Yoppy with Gavin.
Yoppy with Gavin with the Loxodont with the
Can't believe we had a
I think
Gavin
played Edalus for
Loxodon.
a game.
That sounds right as well. A master of heavies.
Yeah, but a Captain Falcon player, as we discovered recently in Melee.
Mm.
I didn't pay too much attention to Yoppy, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Because
Honestly, yeah.
why would you? I mean, look, we got the best Loxodon in the world over here in NA. There's what else is there to learn? You know, we've got Stango. No need.
Yeah,
No one else needs to play the
it's. I think it's really cool to watch a master of the heavies, though. Watch it really come out, especially dude. Like Gavin making a major winners finals appearance is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Definitely
pretty
crazy. Even though it
didn't win a game
particularly well.
Yeah, it didn't.
It's fun to watch
but,
game. Actually, I mean, it wasn't actually that bad. I wanted to talk a piece, but wasn't didn't win. Didn't close it out with the Gavin or the Elephant.
Yeah.
But still, a name to be looking out for more. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know how to say
on the
Yappy's
radar
name.
Yeah.
Before this tournament. But that's like the thing with this both of these events, I think, show so much, not even promise anymore. It shows that EU is good, really good at this game. Before there was like a couple players, I was like, okay, if these guys, were over in NA playing in the majors with the big dogs, then they could make some upsets, they could do some damage. But now I'm like, we have title contenders across the pond, and I can't wait for the next time we get to see the interregional, international, intercontinental play. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll say when there was a couple people coming to Supernova, not gonna, like, it's exciting. You love to see the cross, the international cross the pond talent. But I'd be lying if I didn't say it felt more like the Uncle Grandpa Steven Universe crossover, where it's just like this is not canon, this is not serious. But like now when they come over,
crazy.
like we get some people coming over for Genesis.
Rick, sorry, real quick, are you calling EU Uncle Grandpa?
They were Uncle Grandpa, but now this is a Simpsons Family Guy crossover. If they come back over, that's real splish for adults, okay? And so,
of course, it's like fucking Shakespeare.
I'm really now excited for if and when a lot of these players are going to come over to compete against the iconic NA top talent. Like I think it'll be way competitive and entertaining.
That plat fight is online this year.
Yeah.
Because last year there were a couple of EU people that came over, as East Coast. So like maybe you had people at LMBM, but you're not going to go to like LMBM or Frosty Frostings if you're just going to go to Genesis. You're going to go to Genesis.
Sure.
So it'll probably be till like February that we see people play. I mean, Gothics enters some onlines. We'll see Gothics around.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to talk about Dom.
Okay.
Here. Dom, our fourth place, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Please.
Because there's not a lot of force burns out there.
There's not.
There's Cake Salt. There's sometimes Soul Rifle. Though he's changed his name enough that you'd be forgiven for thinking there were 4 top level force burns in NA. There's someone who I'll mention a little bit later. Dial in Colorado played a regional recently. Took a set off Mystery Soul, which was pretty cool. But Dom, is very good at this character, and
Hmm.
he plays a similar style to Cake Assault, I would say, because I've talked before about the differences between Cake and Soul Rifle's Forsburn, where
Hmm.
Cake feels like he's like he feels manipulative the way he plays. He's like trying to get you or wait for you to mess up, and then he'll take it as far as he can.
Yeah,
And Soul
yeah,
Rifles plays a lot much scrappier, kind of more in your face style of Forsburn. And I think Dom is actually, especially recently, I love this by the way. This was so
yeah.
nice.
Nice conversion. I can't believe I
Um
killed, but like, yeah.
yeah. Dom's even I think more recently Kakeson I think has gotten better at like putting more pressure on the opponent, not as like passive as he maybe once was. I think
Yeah.
Dom is still kind of passive, but has a really, really nice punish game. And I think it's very interesting to watch. And I'm a big Dom fan, I'll say.
Hmm.
I like he's got a great punish
Hmm.
game. Definitely maybe a little passive and neutral. I think get adding a new level to it, to his game plan, could really see him go far. But it's cool to see more force burn reps because there's not a lot of them.
There really isn't. There really isn't. I didn't watch any of the Dom sets when I was doing my VOD review today. God damn, why is that killing off the side at fucking whatever percent? That's insane. Um, I mean, yeah, the tough part about our IRL job is we work weekends, which is when the tournaments happen. So it's like a lot
Yeah.
of VOD reviews. So I have to pick and choose what I'm watching.
Hmm.
And I'm not a big Forsburn fan. I think he's kind of like I think Forsburn to me is what a lot of people Clarin is to them. Um,
Interesting.
if
I
that
know
makes
I
sense.
100% see that
You
actually.
see that? I don't
No, I
like him.
100% see it.
I think he's full of shit, and I hate all Forsburn players except for
Maybe I
I hate
don't
all
see it then.
Forsburn.
Maybe
I hate
I
all
don't get it
Forsburn. No,
actually.
I think I hate all Forsburn players on ranked.
Okay.
That's all. That's all. They're a different
That's
breed. They
valid.
think they're
I
so
think you can
good, but
also
we're
I think
both
a
in
lot of people
fucking
hate all
yeah.
Clarion players on ranked, which I also think is
Yeah,
valid.
absolutely, freaking absolutely, dude.
I
So
think you
like
should
that's what I'm saying.
if you don't hate most people you play in ranked, then you live a blissful life, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Okay. Yeah, no, for sure. But I see what you're saying about like Cake used to play really passively. He used to let the wins come to him, but now
Yeah,
there's a lot more pressure, a lot more contention. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back
I
there.
just
There
think it's
isn't a
also
lot of
just
force
a
burn. Maybe I'll
symptom of
go.
people getting better and getting better at
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
against
yeah, yeah,
him.
yeah. Yeah, he was so much. He like knew he was better, so he was like, I'm just gonna wait for you
Yeah,
to fuck up and then win the game. You know.
and he's like, oh, I
Yeah.
gotta do some stuff to make you fuck up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. For sure. Man, anything else? I mean,
Not really.
I
Shout outs
kind of
10 quid,
touched.
top aiding both of these.
Yeah,
The good Claren, unfortunately outshined by Kingu.
Silent Demon,
But
but yeah.
it's been a competitor at this level for as long as I've been following you in Rivals
Hmm.
too.
Yeah. And
And
one of the greatest tags that
we're one of the greatest
we
tags
have
we've ever
in
had.
Rivals too. Dude, you should rebrand to make your tag your actual like in game your 50 gnomes. 50. Do you remember the whole
not all of
thing?
it.
Okay. Um so I kind of touched on Gothic's Claren problem, and the only thing I do want to say is that I actually talked to him about it a few months ago. It was actually this is insane lore drop, but it was my birthday. It was a party that we threw for my birthday,
Mhm.
and I was like super drunk, and I was just scrolling through Discord, like clearing out all my notifs, and I saw Saint Pat and Gothics in VC in the crack court, and
And
I
this was
jumped
just
in.
before Evo.
This is just before Evo, and I jumped in. I asked them about Claren Crag. They both thought Claren wins, which I can see. Like I definitely kind of am bad at this game. But like, man, what was I even? What was my point in even saying that? There's a lot of like, dude, Claren just has those insane openings. Like the edge guarding is really nice. Unfortunate, rare Kingu SD, but Kingu was putting this is a 10-minute set. And like it shows like Kingu was putting that big press on off stage. Like
Yeah.
it was really impressive to see such a thrashing here. And I think I don't know. I don't know enough about Crag to say what the next meta advancements should be or something. When Kingu is just like a heat-seeking missile, in every sense of the word in these sets. But Guthix, maybe a little bit of Claren problem, but once he gets over it, he's beating everyone. He's absolutely beating everyone. I'm telling you, Guthix is next up. I
The age of
genuinely I
Guthix
don't
is coming.
think
Oh, this was so nice, by the way,
that back
from
air there,
Kingu.
yeah.
The edge guard, yeah.
As I'm saying, like super, especially this is like this is kind of a troll stage pick IMO, not because the size of the stage itself means that Crag gets off stage way more than if it was
Yeah.
another thing. But it's like if the stage were bigger, you're getting wobbled in the air for longer as well. So I definitely see it being a pretty big struggle. Oh, yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
all I
that was
have to
really fun to
say.
see. Okay, then what's
Other
next?
than guys, keep an eye out on EU Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
They're good at the game, and they're getting better. And the tournaments are hype. We got a couple tournaments that we very hype coming up in NA. We'll talk about quickly. We got Port Priority this weekend, Heatwave the weekend after. We got seeding out for Port Priority, or preliminary seeding, I suppose. So we can talk a little bit about our expectations for that. Heatwave doesn't have it yet, but there are some interesting attendees at both of these events.
Mm.
I don't want to spend too much time, but I'm looking forward to Mystery Soul and Ant in particular. We haven't seen Mystery Soul to major since Evo, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't. Yeah,
I think that's right. That's right.
and Ant we've been seeing recently, but been looking so good on the ABSA. Got second, took a set off Kakasol at Fusion Plus, fourth at Collision. I would love to see either of those players go on a run. Of course, we got Ion and Cake seeded to play into each other, but Sophilo's primed up. She 3-0'd Ion at the kitchen.
Yeah,
So I
this is a
mean,
big one.
I
Everything
forgot
feels
to put
kind
that
of
in here.
up in the air. Do you have the graphics by chance, like the Twitter?
I didn't see any for this yet.
Oh, dude. Oh man, I should have found it
We
and
could
sent it
check.
to you because one of them, I swear the port seating is kind of bad. I swear it's kind of bullshit. After like 9 through like 32, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Let me see.
I forget what the account is called that posted it, but I thought I had.
I'm on the account.
Okay.
I don't see it though. Oh, here we go. Oh, it was a while ago that it.
Yeah. It was a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, Cake seeded first, Ion 2, Sophie 3. This doesn't seem too troll to me.
Dude, but I am setting myself to be the villain here. What is Sly doing up here?
And
have you watched? Really? I thought Sly was Force Marine.
Yeah, Sly's Claren, I believe.
No, because if Sly was a Claren, I would know about them. But I've literally never watched a Sly set, which is why I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to let my tongue dart out like this. But I'm seeing some of these players. I'm seeing
mentioned
a lot of these players, like 14 through fucking 25. Fuck it, like Capel should be up there. Like Sawstep or Corn Cycle should be up there. I just don't.
Maybe just some West Coast bias.
Maybe West Coast bias. Maybe, but it's just like
Recupid, what are you doing?
It's just like, do we know that Stro has like major top aided? Like, do we know that? Do we know that Gengar's major top aided and has these wins? I don't understand. Maybe it's bracket path stuff. That would make a ton of sense. But I definitely looked at this and I was like, what the freak?
And also, this is gonna be hype.
It'll be
I'm
really
not too. I don't think it's the seeding's too egregious, and it also maybe has changed since then. I'm not sure.
Kind of high as well.
Pigmon's kind of high, yeah. So maybe it's for West Coast bias. Recupid, West Coast bias. It looks like, yeah. I don't know. I've got.
It's just like
this tournament's gonna be a banger. There's a lot of really cool players. A lot of players that I think have been on the cusp of these like major top 8 performances that I think have a
Yeah.
real path here. Durai, Pikmon, Elkies, it's been a little bit since she's top 8'd. Cheesy, top 8 at Fusion Plus, but her time is coming. We've been talking
Mm-hmm.
her up for a while. Her time is coming.
Mm-hmm. Hoping to see another chance for Rangunshu to win an offline major.
Yep.
Which is what I would love to see. Ant is doing well, but Cake is prepping heavy for him. You just know that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So it'll be really great. I think this is going to be one of those tournaments where the top, especially if you frequently watch Hop On every week, the top 32
Mm-hmm.
is going to be so fire. There's going to be a lot of really
It's
awesome
gonna look
sets
like a
in
hop
there.
on.
It's just a matter of how many of them get streamed. Really, that is what
Yeah.
I'm really interested. Hashtag stream all of
Um.
losers.
Also, Assault has been grinding for this tournament.
Mm,
Put in the hours. There's no melee, so she's been playing the Zetaburn. Got 6th at Hop On recently. Very hype stuff. I'm trying to find. I want to. Yeah, here we go. The commentary for Port Priority. I am also so looking forward to.
yeah.
Like, so
Is
we got Zeke,
mm,
we got Nurse, Copter, Jet, EE. It's just it's so stacked. I'm so excited.
it is also just a matter of like how many of these people uh are doing Rivals. I want Max on Rivals again.
Me too.
Max, I loved watching Max on Rivals at I think it was fucking dude, was it Gommel or was it? I mean, of it comes the LM Let's Make Moves tournaments because those are his
Mhm.
tournaments. Um, but I would love to get Max on the mic for some Rival stuff once again. That's what I'm really. And then of course we have for the first time in person the Zeke Nurse
I
casting duo
can't wait
is
for that,
it's
dude.
an
Caster Curse
inevitability.
live,
It's
and
an
also, I
inevitability.
mean, Nurse Copter as well as always so good. We got Lentini in there.
Mm.
It's gonna be a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so
Yeah,
looking forward
it's
to this
gonna be great.
tournament.
I just want to say thank you to Mac in the chat who pointed out that the character was wrong. Sly is a Claren, has wins on Durai.
I'm saying.
I'm just not privy to it. I'm
I'm
sorry.
saying.
I'm sorry. I
I'm,
guess I don't know nothing. I
you
guess
don't
I've
know
just been
nothing.
busy. I guess I just don't. I fell off or something. How have I not? Because I'm aware of like a bunch of Clarence that are up and coming. Like Edith is doing great things at Fusion.
hmm
Um,
Low
but
key,
I'm
low
like,
key.
damn.
SoCal's not. They're not. It feels like there's some regions that are like, even if they're, I don't know. There's some regions like have their events like streamed and like a good number of people watch. Like I'm thinking, I mean, I think about the hop-ons,
Mhm.
but like I don't know what like weeklies and stuff SoCal has. I believe Slice SoCal, right?
The topic is spelled wrong, by the way. The preview. It's just
It's
it's just a letter.
it's slang. It's
It's
slang.
charming. Yeah,
It's a
it's
shorthand.
branding.
Yeah, it's actually okay, boomer, unk, or whatever. Anyways, let's talk about. You want
Whatever,
to talk about
bro.
Heatwave?
Yeah, let's talk about Heatwave a
Let's
little.
talk about
I
Heatwave.
haven't looked into this tournament a lot. I don't know what's really going to happen at
Yeah, we
all.
don't have seating, but what I didn't know is wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
So this is Rivals main Rivals tournament run by SBS. Oh, I was on the second page. That's why. Um, but I didn't know that Boyko was going, which is very exciting.
What?
We got Switch coming out as well, so some East Coast reps. This is for those who don't know, like I was trying to say, a Rivals mainstay. This is the 8th installment. It's also was the biggest Lethal League Blaze tournament of all time
Cool.
at one point. But I'm super excited now that Rivals 2 is so big because there was an installment after Rivals 2's launch, just after it last year. So it was a little
Mhm.
smaller, not the highest caliber competition yet. Cake didn't drop a game, but now I think I'm super excited to
It's gonna be
have
fire.
so much of the Rivals community together because
Landon's going. Oh my god.
such a like a the ultimate like grassroots event, and that is
Yeah.
now like part of the RCS. It's got 180 entrants, a bunch of cool small games as well. Of course, Rivals one. So this will also be a banger.
This is so cool. I didn't know this was gonna be this stacked. Honestly, especially
Yeah,
because
people love the
like
heat
you said,
waves.
last year was kind of like whatever. It was cool to watch, but it was kind of like whatever. But now we got like we're gonna have a major caliber top 8 like Cake Ion ZB. Did we see Stango? Did I miss him?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Like yeah, Sophie, Cake, Ion, ZB,
Yeah, no saying.
freaking Boyko,
Ion, yeah.
Landon
Ready to see
Loki is
that.
gonna top 8. Dak
Lucky
Pose
go.
Loki gonna top 8. Switch is gonna return to form and get second.
Cheesy potatoes
Um,
getting third.
yeah, Glum is
Yeah,
gonna
it'll be banging.
top 9. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really fucking good. I'm excited. I was actually wow. I was way more excited for Port, but now I'm like, damn, back to back.
It's
Oh
gonna be
boy,
both.
2 cakes. Oh my god.
They're both gonna be just so exciting.
Mm.
And there were a couple small events and things I want to talk about that happened these past couple weeks, and one that I forgot to mention that I'm gonna try and pull up right now. Um, bear with me for a moment. As
Okay.
mentioned.
Durai won the hop on. I'll start there while you
Yeah,
are
we'll
pulling
go with
things
that
up.
one
Durai
first.
won the hop on over
In
Sofilo. Had a
14 games.
pretty dominant winners finals, and then took the lead, took the momentum in that the grand finals, winning out the reset in a game 10. This was a good one. I liked watching Corn Cycle in this one. We were talking a little bit about Salt earlier. Salt was also doing
Yeah.
really good. She's super cool. She's super cool to watch. I think she has a really good attitude towards the game from what I've seen as well, which is really great, really refreshing. Yeah, Durai's pretty good, pretty cool. He's on the he's on the upswing right now. Even though he posts on Twitter like he's schizophrenic, like actually, I swear to God. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay, I couldn't find the bracket for the kitchen, the
All good.
NorCal Invitational, but that was very cool because Ion got like fourth or fifth or something, lost to Sophie and Dominique, doubles that are eliminated.
Damn.
Sophie took it very dominantly, and that's the biggest takeaways from that.
Mm.
Speaking of speaking of, I guess, NorCal and all them,
And whatnot, yeah.
yeah, Elkies and Mystery Soul came out to this Colorado regional. Mystery Soul was able to take it with a combination of Fleet and Gavin, but like I mentioned earlier, Dial, another Forsberg I want to get on my radar, who managed to take it over Mystery Souls, Gavin, and but a crucial game 5 against the Fleet. So
yeah, that's crazy. That's like, man, Mystery Soul makes some choices with the character picks though. Like going up 2-0 and then in game 5 be like, fuck, I'm getting my ass beat. I need to go to my main, and then but
yeah, and then
sorry, I was just
going over to Fusion, we saw Cheesy win it over Hampolo, and we mentioned last time Hampolo because he's been playing a lot of Galvin. He won it with Galvin, and we are like, but if Nard went Claren, maybe it goes differently. Well, that was not the case this time around.
Well, Nard went Claren, so
Nard went Claren, but then got reversed 3-0'd by Hampolo's Galvin. I watched a little bit of this. I honestly, it was just a little bit of cramming before the episode today. Sure. Didn't pay too much attention, but stuff I think it's important to keep on your radar. Some players to watch out for, that sort of stuff.
I need to watch that. I need to see how Galvin can win.
Hampolo does a lot of dares. Like a lot of dares. Like a lot of dare into dare.
Yeah, it's a really good move. It's a really freaking awesome move.
Okay. Let's keep things moving. Moving on to the gatherings, because there's a couple R2CS stuff, some upcoming events that oops.
Can I say real quick?
We got Frosty Frostings. Oh.
Can you put the Galvin clip you hit in the gatherings? Can you like post it to Twitter? Post it in Twitter real quick.
Right now?
Yeah, and then freaking it's just super
good.
Or I can post it on Twitter while you're doing it. And then,
I got it.
Okay.
We'll put it at the end of the gathering. Remind me at the end.
Okay, I will.
So we got 2 new events added to the R2CS. Originally, they said in the fall-winter split announcement there was going to be 1 additional event in January, but it ended up being 2. So we got Frosty Frostings gonna be a part of it. Was a little bit smaller last year, but I think with the $2,000 pot bonus and the R2CS points on the line and the lack of East Coast events coming up until that point, we're going to see a lot more people attend as well. We've got LMBM, no longer affiliated with Luminosity, but still going to be an official major in the R2CS series. So these are going to be really exciting. We're probably going to go to LMBM. I'm definitely going to go.
That's fair to say. Yeah.
Would be hard pressed not to. But that's not the only events we got coming up. I mean, these are a little while away, because there's a very cool thing, a Sajam Slam-esque tournament from Wisely, which with the new date for the HBox Genesis qualifier falls right in between the latter two competitive days. This is a cool event. There's a video that will be coming out from Wisely, cut down from the stream, explaining all of this. But I'm very excited for it. I love the branding. I've been doing some editing for Wisely, so I knew about some of the stuff beforehand, and I'm really excited for this event. I don't think he'll mind me saying that his goal for this, based on just the caliber of the people, the eyes that will be on it, he wants it to be like the highest viewership Rivals 2 has gotten yet. And based on the previous, which was the Twitch Rivals event of a similar format, I think that's more than feasible. But we're gonna have some coaches, a bunch of non-Rivals creators being coached by the said coaches to try to get some awesome wins. And basically everyone wants to beat Stango's team, so it'll be really exciting. Stacked commentary lineup as well.
I don't know why that picture of cake is fucking sending me right now. I don't know why that fucking picture of cake is so fucking funny. Yeah, this will be awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
And then, as of today, or just today rather, McDuckers announced an invitational in Toronto, I believe. Just an 8-person event. Going to do a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club of Canada. And there's something about a maid costume or something. If I view the quotes,
I only saw Zeke talking about that. So
yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But a fun event. I like the invitationals, especially like the regional ones. I think they're cool. Shows off the different communities. Well, because that's all the events coming up. Now on to some more standard gatherings. I forgot to mention this last time, but Zach with the Q uploaded a new performance optimization guide, and it's super easy to follow this time. Like, you don't even really need to do anything yourself. You just like download a thing, and then it fixes the settings for you, and does some stuff like edit some configs, and it has been such a big difference. I did the previous one, and it helped. But then going from the previous one to this one, like such significant performance upgrades. You have to do this. Rivals not the best at optimizing their game, but this I don't have chat open, so I can't put it in. But
all good.
Check it out. Check it out. We have awesome Clarin moveset IRL showcase. I don't even know what to call it, but these are always so funny. I want to skip
to the Nair.
Yeah.
Up to
there it is. I thought at first it was just gonna be like jumps up, does it, and then like edits, like just turns it all around.
Yeah.
Regardless, very very funny. We got a sick ass doubles clip, 2 heavies showing off the new Frankenstein's bear skin. Yeah, that downstrong is fire, by the way, with the skin.
Damn, it's so cool. This clip is one of my favorites all time, straight up.
I love doubles. Doubles is sick. We got Durai, who has become a mainstay of the gatherings. A lot of Twitter clips. Sort of took Ryukred's spot as the Rano to frequent the gatherings. He's been cooking, man. He's been cooking hard, and it's been paying off. A cute little chibis of some of the Rivals 2 characters. Very cute, very cute. We got a Galvin clip in here. I don't even remember what this is, to be honest with you.
I did see this. Yeah.
The Biskin is so good.
Oh, I need it. What is the base level? Is it level 100?
Yeah.
Damn.
I just pulling the platform out. Beautiful. This was just, I called it like a tech, but it's not really tech. It's just very silly to see the tethers. Like he hits the arms attack here on the down smash and gets sent flying because that's how the momentum works. Or it doesn't even hit the deck, it looks like. But then tethers and then keeps going and then retethers. Just a silly little thing.
We love our game. Perfect.
Toothbrush had a great Rano montage. You know, his main character, really good, classic Toothbrush stuff. Really nice. Ooh, sight. Gavin Montage. I really like this Gavin character.
They cooked. They cooked. Dude, it's so loud. It's so loud. Can you please turn it down?
Oh, my bad. It's not that loud in my ears.
I like couldn't hear myself. Thank you. No, the Foxy jump scare was perfect. Galvin, this montage made me think that like Galvin is the type of character where I think speeding up parts of clips works really, really well. Just he's so slow and there's a lot of setup, but it's still so sick and so cool. So I enjoyed that liberty that Toothbrush took here. I was a big fan.
I enjoyed all the liberties he took in editing this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because he took a lot of them.
Dude, the Foxy changed the game. That's going in like all my montages now. Straight up.
All right, then we got Recred. Actually, as I'm mentioning, he used to be here in every gathering. Then you know wasn't as active with the Twitter clips, but now returning with just some clean ass gameplay. Not some crazy Rhino tech, not some way to abuse Loxodon being slow and fat. Just some clean ass rivals.
Yeah. A little down air action.
Couple down airs. No big deal.
A little down air.
Just clean as rivals.
Very nice.
And then we got Elkies doing her best to make Salt not go to poor priority.
Well, it's Elkies. Anything is possible, I'll be honest.
This is also a great one. Also 163. I didn't realize the stakes.
Oh yeah, I didn't either. Oh.
Dude, a reaction in the player camp.
Nah, I can't even. Nah, how did she turned around and hit me and said, "You got it, sis."
Goddamn.
That's Elkies for you.
Yeah.
And then so last episode was our 1 year anniversary. We did the community power rankings, and the data a little scuffed. But that's like kind of how we wanted it for the sake of it being community power rankings. But friend over PTAS, Practical Tasks, we sent over the numbers, went ahead and crunched it, and did whatever stats work, eliminated outliers. I don't know. That's I'm here for the inflammatory takes about Plup. That's not I'm not about the numbers, but mathed out, excluding outliers, what that top 15 would look like. And it's pretty interesting because it's the same 15 players, but in pretty different order. Obviously, Plup's number 1, then Cake, then Stango. Top 3 makes sense. But then we got Marlon 4, Sophie, and Spargo in 5 and 6. Ion 7. You can read it.
Yeah, I can talk just briefly about this and
Please.
why the original list didn't look like this, because this is a much more pleasing list to look at. I'll be real. But
yeah,
it's
much more similar to what I had.
What PTAS did for this, I sent over the data. We had a nice back and forth, and what he did was took out. So what I did originally, I took out all submissions that were insanely stupid, and like either had repeats,
like
which I said wasn't
people.
allowed. Yeah. But it included more people, a more communal ranking. What PTAS did was took out every ranking that didn't have Plup, Cake, Stango in their top 5 and didn't have the rest of the top 8, Marlon, Sophie, Spargo, Ion, Bbats, and Ronshu, didn't have them in their top 20. So if you didn't have any of those players in your top 20, or you didn't have Plup, Cake, Stango in your top 5, your submission was removed from this list. He then took the top score and bottom score from every player, removed both of those as a way to sort of remove variance and remove outliers. Furthermore, and then averaged the scores. So that's why Plup's number 1 is because if you didn't have Plup, your submission was removed. This is great. This is a great list to look at. It's not exactly what we were going for, which is why we didn't do it like this. Otherwise, I like 100% like would have done something like this. But the what was really interesting to me was the amount of people that had Plup like arbitrarily. Again, if you didn't have Plup in your top 3, or if you didn't have Plup in your top 5, your submission was removed for this list. That PTAS doesn't, not even trying to like do anything, just literally sent it to me as like a, hey, I thought this was pretty neat, and I said, hey, can I put this on the episode? I also think it's pretty cool. But if Plup wasn't in your top 5, so if you either said 2 tournaments isn't enough to get ranked and you didn't have him, or you said 2 tournaments is enough to get ranked, but we're gonna dock you for attendance, and you put him anywhere 6 through 20, your submission was removed off of this list, which I think is maybe, I don't know, I don't want to say more true. It's prettier data to look at. It's pretty data to look at, but I also really enjoy like having the way, first of all, the format isn't perfect at all. The way we just have cumulative points and stacking it up, it's very much based off of Plat Chat Valorant and how they do their rankings. When they do their community rankings, they usually have a few thousand responses, which the increase in sample size makes it go a lot smoother. Like we said, we only had 37 for the original list we did, which is more than I thought we would get, but also pretty small sample size. Like a couple submissions can really change things up. And I kind of liked it that way in the sense that like, if you took everyone in the community's ranking and opinion on what Plup's attendance and performance should look like on a list, he's probably number 3. That made a lot of sense to me. And it's not something I agreed with, but I thought it was really cool to think about, which I guess is the point of all this. So that's why this all looks like this.
It was great for engagement.
It was great. It was phenomenal for engagement. It was one of the greatest days ever for esports, I'll say. But yeah, cool.
And then last thing I guess I got is this guy right here, which I have above our player cam, so that'll have to do. That you want me to include that I hit just playing friendlies earlier today with Verlay. It's a nice little Gavin clip.
Oh man, I just love it, man. I just freaking love it, because you usually choke those too. You usually don't roll from ledge there. I'm telling you. It's
I wanted to overcook, but I was like, you know, let's see what happens.
Yeah, and it really made it. Really made the clip.
It paid off. Which brings us, as it always does. As it always does. To Mender's medal.
Okay, thank you. So I'm trying to think of how to word this correctly. This episode 20, big milestone episode, this recipient of the Mender's medal is going to be none other than Coach Zeke, with honorable mentions for the lovely people at Aether Studios and by association Hungry Box. I think that Zeke tweeted that they were like kind of embarrassed how everything went. Like we talked about earlier, was so frustrated and angry with this decision, as was the entire community. Like when they say, I think I speak for the entire community, that's true. This everyone was tweeting about this, which is why it might be a little bit weird to give it to Zeke, but like I feel like as kind of like a spearhead for getting this message really firmly across to Aether Studios, and it has done a great thing for the community. Not to mention like the incredible things Zeke does every day for this wonderful, beautiful, treasured community. But more in the sense that like they were really embarrassed by their frustration and anger originally on the stream. But like, I think stuff like this does take a reaction like that. Like because Zeke streams every patch day, and it's great to sit in the stream, look at the patch notes, see what's going on. What is Rival's greatest mind think about the fact that Forceburn can grab if you're sucking him off now? You know what I mean? So I think that it does take a reaction like that, because like you said, we've been complaining about this for a while. A lot of the online events have been handled very poorly in terms of heads up for when they are in advance, the time slots, the seating not being out until the bracket is finalized, like 2 minutes before it goes live. And I think they had a really great sort of rant / speech / spiel on their stream where they talk about / crash out about how much this stuff does matter, how much this actually does matter. If you want to have an esport, this is a game designed to be played competitively. Okay. That's just true. That's how it is. It's designed to be played competitively. Every character is really good. Everything makes sense. Everything has a counter. The balancing is pretty good, even though all the characters are like really, really good. This is a game designed to be played competitively. And so when you have an official circuit that is being handled like it was, that's not great. That doesn't reflect well. And I think the outrage on X, the everything app, the Rivals 2 app of all things, was completely warranted, and I think a great thing. And so the medal is going to go to Coach Zeke for giving the community a thread to sort of rally behind. Because I don't think I would have made my tweet if this tweet wasn't made. Honestly, I would have just been like, man, this fucking sucks, and then like, I don't know, gone about my day. Sorry guys, HBox streaming from Pangolin in chat.
Well, I guess we better
wait, that's true.
Here,
we're competing with the Cashbox time slot.
If someone's gonna be watching the Cashbox, I feel like they
no, don't say that. Don't say that. I'll say it instead. If you're gonna watch HBox instead of us, we don't want you here. It's okay.
That's not what I was gonna say. That's not what I was gonna say. So I just wouldn't expect one who's watching the Cashbox to be also a frequent of the DashBack. And if they were, I would imagine they would choose the DashBack over an ultimate. We'll see. We'll see you next time.
Let's wrap it up. We'll see you guys next time.
I don't know. Maybe there's a port post stream on the cards. Check out the community tab or something, or follow us on Twitter.
The freaking community tab. We'll see you guys later.
And next episode we'll be talking about port priority, Heatwave. We'll be recapping those, and doing our thing.